Well, here we are again in the battlefields of France for Call of Duty World War II. Now it's been 3 years since Call of Duty World War II came out, released in 2017. And what's it like to play in 2020? Well, it's as good as it always has been. And I've got a bit of a soft spot for Call of Duty World War II. I really enjoyed it when it came out, and they pissed me off with the skins basically, and a couple of the modes they threw into the game. Um, they all went a bit silly with Halloween skins, and it just spoils the immersion of the game. I think when you look around and there's the Grim Reaper running around with a Sten gun in his hand, which we think is a bit of a shame. But coming back to it, it's still got the cool things that I really like, and one of those really cool things was War Mode, which is what you can see here. And War Mode was quite a new idea to Call of Duty, for where you've got objectives to capture, but not objectives to capture in the way that Battlefield does it, where you've got A, B, C, and D around a battlefield and you're running backwards and forwards. This one was more like a campaign mission. Like in this one, you've got to go forward, you've got to capture the HQ or the communication centre, then you've got to build a bridge, then you've got to capture an ammo dump, then you've got to escort a tank. And it was a really cool idea, and sometimes it worked really well. Like this was the first one they did, and it was pretty cool. The best one, I think, is the Battle of the Bulge one, where you're escorting the tanks to nick the fuel when you're the Germans. The D-Day one isn't quite so good, because the problem with the war mode is sometimes you get into an impasse. It becomes just a grind where you're dying and dying and dying because the defenders have really locked down the defensive position that they need to make. But it was an interesting idea, and now that we've had Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019, I think it's just a real shame that the developers didn't bring in a ground war to this game. Because we've got ground war in Modern Warfare 2019, where you've got these big, almost battlefield size map with objective based gameplay, A, B, C, D, and you've got to run around the map capturing them, and they go backwards and forwards. Because in a World War II situation, that would have been absolutely amazing. And I think probably COD World War II, if they'd done that back then, if they'd had the vision to do it, it would have definitely been a battlefield killer. Because the beauty with the Call of Duty shooter mechanics is they're an awful lot of fun. It's all about dying and quickly getting back into the action and fighting and dying. Assault rifles or submachine guns are really good, but you can use LMGs and you can use snipers, and it's all pretty soon. Now, the advantage of playing Call of Duty World War II on PlayStation is that it was given away free last month, I think, or a couple of months ago, so it still has a very healthy user base. I don't know if I could say the same for Xbox or on PC. So I didn't have trouble finding any games. I played a little bit of TDM on the normal maps, and they've got the problem that they always had with Call of Duty World War II, was that they just made the maps too small. You wanted, this was World War II, you wanted big, expansive TDM or domination maps, and they weren't. It's probably one of the best maps that I remember playing was Quarantaine, the free map that they brought in. That was really cool. And what else did I really enjoy? I like the Ardennes one in the snow. That was good. But they weren't huge maps. They weren't the really big maps that we came to know and love in Modern Warfare 2019, where you had the special big maps for 10 versus 10, didn't we? Which was really cool. So, I guess what I'll say is Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Call of Duty World War II in 2020, eminently playable, especially on the PlayStation. And in fact, if you've got a PlayStation and you like Call of Duty, you haven't played Call of Duty World War II, when it goes in the sale, don't buy it at full price, but when you see it going in the sale, definitely pick it up and give it a go, because it also has an amazing campaign, a really good World War II campaign. I think they probably put an awful lot of resources into the World War II COD World War II campaign, because they've got some quite well-known actors in it. It's got a good story, and it has some amazing set pieces as you fight your way across France and Germany. I think it ends up at the Rhine actually, which is really very good indeed. So anyway, I'll just leave you with this gameplay now as we push our way towards the German. I think in this mission we're ultimately trying to get after some German anti-aircraft guns, and I'll just leave you with the thought that COD World War II, yeah, still very playable in 2020. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe, and well, I'll see you again soon.